see the space that I'm in. They got me by the Drake cause I'm cold with the pen. I run no diamonds but I still shine. You can dig me cause my boy's mine. My tracks flame like a Galu. The hardest part on my tongue, thinking this is warm blue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist, but you smell me. One spark, then I bet you I'ma blow up. They throw my name around, get stupid, then you go dumb. No rest for the weary. A bitch is thinking in his man, but she can't see me. You rather drink, they gon' pull up. I'm drinking knife through the game, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. I came to eat out the a la carte. Got stripped of a bear, call me brainstorm. Then I come together like a Voltron. Then I poured all the planks, you use a second kind. Straight rappers to retreat like Cobra. 80s they can float, they like up in the storage and I'm E-man. Up, down, man, I'm cheap. You a beast, man. I take a beat in. Ninja Turtle rap, Turtle Clans get defeated. Hop in my ride, you can call me Night Rider. You can never stop me, cause I'm a guy bomb. Bad attitude like a rocket, my whole to the A, and I bet you can't stop us. LL bad when I go and show up. You can hear the haters in the back. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
What's up? What is going on, everybody? This is your man, Dre Mac. Dre Mac coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mac Show. I don't know what happened to my voice. I don't know. I do kind of have a nagging suspicion, but all of a sudden my voice is all over the place. And this is the day I wanted to attack one of the biggest grifters that I've been wanting to get at on this channel for a long time. I don't even like him. And I'll tell you off top, I don't like this grifter we talking about right now. And he probably sabotaged me, so I didn't talk about him. But we gonna talk about him today. You know what I mean? So we gotta expose the grift. My YouTube grifter, the switch up grifter, because we gotta talk about the switch up grifter. The ones who start one way and be like, oh, maybe this ain't working. Let me switch it up. Let me just start grifting over here to the comic book space and make myself look good. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what this grifter has done and I don't like it. Sorry, I'm trying to get something on my throat so I can go ahead and attack this grifter head on, because I don't like him. But hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Again, sorry about the voice, but we gonna get through this one. But you already know how I do. The real question is, are you ready?
Say why you hating on my energy? Say why you hating on my energy? I don't think you wanna be my enemy.
Yo. Oh my God. Ah, let me get more of this stuff in my system. And this tea is actually warm too. But let me shout out who was all in the house. Maybe I got to drop it down. Drop it down an octave or something. I don't know. But just bear with me. Just bear with me for just a moment. My man Tori Rain Reloaded. Good morning. Good morning. Marley's up at the house. Good morning. Good morning. Sheet is up at the house. What's up? Good morning. Junior Network is in the house. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Andre Ware's in the house. Good morning. I can't wait to get to this biscuit eating brother of the week. With all the biscuits he used to just munch on, just nom. Just us. SKNL Sam, what's up? Kiana, what's up? Good morning. Miss Roberta's in the house. Good morning. Sharita's up here. Good morning. Michael Johnson is up here. Good morning. Wavy Thames is up here. Good morning. Yeah, that brother was tasting a bit. Not me. I didn't taste all biscuits. But I know the brother who did. I'm exposing him today. Can't wait to get into him. No Diddy. The Informant Media, good morning. Princetta, good morning. Tina, aka Minty Gasm, good morning. Look, I literally have some just literally took that. So it's probably gonna take a little bit. And it's a little hot, but I'm gonna make me a little hot toddy here in a minute. But I'm gonna get it together. It sounds like you're going through puberty. I am. I got some. That's what I've been sipping on right now. But I was just fine when I got off of work. I took a little nappy nap and I woke up congested, but I kind of think I already know what it is though. I think I know what it is. And I gotta get to my baseboard. Get to my baseboards in here in my basement because of the flood. If you know what you know. But before we get into godly, before we get into the brother biscuit of the week, because I'm gonna have to slow it down and talk slowly. Before we get into this brother, because it's a shame what he's done, grifting and all of that. You know what I mean? Let's shout out all of the members of the crew that's with us. Let's go. Let's do the crew shout out.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Whoa. Stop everything you're doing. Go and hit that like button. I know this is probably your first time watching and you probably enjoying everything. Stop fucking on the channel and go and hit that subscribe button so you never miss one of my videos or one of my morning live streams. And for only $2.99 a month, you can be a part of the crew. And shout out to all my crew members that been holding it down for Dre Mac and the crew since the beginning. All right, back to your regularly scheduled program, now in service. Go. Bye.
All right. let me maybe I need to get a professional voice in. Hold on. Let me get a voice in. Maybe I need to get that Rob voice. Let me tell you something. Bad voice and all, we gonna get into this grifter. But let me see. Before we get into this main grifter, because again, this guy thinks he's slick. You know what I mean? This guy thinks he's slick. Let me preface this for a minute. This guy, I went through this guy in the thumbnail. I went through all his videos. You know what I mean? All the videos that's out there. He's, doing a video with E-Man about 4 years ago. He's over there, got a Republican on here, that he had a conversation with. What you doing talking to the Republicans, huh? You want to be part of the Republicans? Is that what you want? You know what I'm saying? He's over there with a guy talking about the goats. You know what I'm saying? All of this stuff, toxic women, ruin good men. But I want to get to this guy. Before I get to that, let me go to a quick commercial break so I can get my honey sauce. I'll be right back with more of the Dre Mac Show.
Knight Rider will continue in a moment.
Them biscuits I smell, Mom.
That's my Hungry Jack.
Tommy takes one of them. Them my mama biscuits. Them my mama biscuits.
Switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Does a 10-pound bag of flour make a really big biscuit?
I ain't gonna lie though. I kind of want that biscuit. That's a big ass biscuit. That's a big biscuit. But yeah, let's get to speaking of biscuits. You know what I'm saying? Let's speaking of biscuits. I wanna expose this guy because this guy was not talking comics on none of that stuff back in the day. You know what I'm saying? None of that. You know what I'm saying? This guy right here. Look at him. Look, he's stupid. Nigga dumb. Wait, look. You can tell, you know what I'm saying, the kind of guy he is. He got a Pedro Pascal shirt on. You know what I mean? What is this guy talking about right here? You know what I'm saying? This guy, Dre Mac. See, let me tell y'all something. Dre Mac, you know what I'm saying? Dre Mac used to talk about all kinds of stuff. And then all of a sudden, he wanted to grift over to the comic book lane. You know what I'm saying? This dude right here with the long beard and the funny face. So let's see what this dude talking about. You know what I'm saying? And see if he was really out here grifting. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wide nose, bringing all the white man's air. I don't like it. Let's get to it.
What is up, everybody? This your man, Dre Mac, with another episode of the Dre Mac Podcast.
He can't even say his name already. Terrible.
Show. This is an impromptu episode because I just couldn't help myself.
He's a cheapskate.
I got a video and shout out, and I think it's Stone TV on YouTube, of Dr. Umar now throwing shade at Kevin Samuels. So today, we most definitely going to talk about it. So I'm going to listen.
Hold on, wait a minute. What is this dude doing? I thought he was the comic book guy. You know what I'm saying? He over here, talking about Rob and Tyrone Magnus and all of that. This is from 4 years ago. Why is he talking about Kevin Samuels and Dr. Umar? Huh? I thought he was the comic book guy. Let's see what this guy talking about.
What Dr. Umar has to say, and then we're going to talk about it on today's on today's show,
look,
on the Dre Mac Show.
Let's skip all of this. Let's skip this.
What's up? What's going on, everybody? This is your man, Dre Mac, with another episode of the Dre Mac Podcast Show.
Look, he even using my language. What's up? What's this guy? Get out of here. Get out of here. Out of here. Fake Dre Mac. All right, we're going to speed it up a little bit.
All right, so.
What is he laughing about?
I was waiting for this.
What is he laughing about? I thought this was the comic book guy. How is he talking about Kevin Samuels?
No idea how much I've been waiting for this because I knew it was coming. And I knew that eventually Dr. Umar was going to throw shots back at Kevin Samuels. I wish I had the video. Kevin Samuels was real strict about using this stuff. So I don't even want to even go there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him to see, you know, because he's tagged it or his name is tagged, that he finds a tag.
Boy, Kevin Samuels wasn't thinking about your 10 subscriber ass. Shut up. Why you ain't over here talking about comics?
Finds me doing, you know, playing a portion of this video, and then he strikes my page because he will most definitely do that. But Kevin Samuels threw some shade at Dr. Umar a little while back, right? And he was just basically like, see, people like Dr. Umar, Big Papa, you know, got y'all feeling like, you know, just because he called you queen this and queen that, and he never holds you accountable, and he just start making fun of it. Like, yeah, I'm Big Papa. And we all know the things that Dr. Umar has said and the antics and stuff like that about Dr. Umar. So this is nothing.
I'm trying to wait for the comic book to show up.
This is nothing new. This is nothing new for me.
A lot of giggling, a lot of keying. This man got look at this guy. This guy right here got WWE belts in the back like he a wrestling champion. Like he was over there, the United States champion. What is this? The Dre Mac Show in the back? It is the Bruce Lee? What is that, Bruce? What is this? What is this? Where's the comic books? Why all of a sudden now you want to talk about comic books? Dre Mac? Huh? Why you want to do that?
Because I've been following this dude. I swear to God, I think since Hidden Colors. Since the first Hidden Colors, I done followed this dude.
Dre Mac, one of them hoteps. He was watching Hidden Colors, and all of a sudden he woke. I told y'all Dre Mac was woke. I told y'all. Wokety woke. I told, there it is right there. So when he be talking about he don't like the word woke, he was watching Hidden Colors. Woke, y'all. W-O-K-E, woke it and woke. What's up, Mickey G?
Let's go ahead. Let me.
What's all this giggling? Why this man beard that big? Huh? Why is beard that big? I don't like it. Wokety woke beard.
Share my screen. I'm gonna share my screen. Goodness.
He's gonna share his screen.
Yeah, let me make sure that I get the audio. Let me share my screen real quick. So y'all could be able to hear what Dr. Umar has to say to Kevin Samuels. Then we're going to talk about it. Does Dr. Umar have any valid points when it comes to Kevin Samuels?
All right, I'm going to speed this up a little more because I'm tired of hearing this dude's voice. I don't even like this dude. And again, where the comic books at? Where the comic book content at? Huh? You over talking about King Kong Conscious and Kevin Samuels, you're 5'8", 200 pounds, and you run the I back, you order in the I formation. Where the hell the comic book? Where the toys at? Huh? Where that background at? I don't see none of it. Because this man is a grifter. Watch, he's grifting now. Listen to him.
Let me just play it. Let me just play it for y'all. And again, shout out to I think it's Stone TV, where this is on. So
women, I count a dozen. I'm gonna call them the dirty dozen of division. The triple D, the dirty dozen of division. There's about 12 members of the dirty dozen of division, 12 beta males, YouTube life coaches, who are trying to build a platform by making black women feel bad. I don't like it. I can't appreciate black men trying to make a dollar off of making black women feel bad. And unfortunately, our black women, some of them are so thirsty for validation that they're participating. They're participating in the attacks and slander against the black female community, and that's not acceptable.
No, what's not acceptable is where the comic book content at. Dre Mac, why you over here talking about King Kong and you're excited? You can't wait to giggle and laugh at it. Huh? Where's it at?
That's not acceptable. No black women should ever subject herself.
All right, hold on. Let me stop this because I don't want this to keep playing. So we all know who he's talking about. When he says try to make a dollar and enhance his platform, that what's up, Aisha? Aisha, I'm laughing.
How's Aisha here? Huh? What is so giggly? Hold up, this is too long. Let's get to the crux of what he's giggling about. Huh? And then once we get to the crux of what he's giggling about, because this guy's way too happy. He's Anthony Mackie happy right now, just giggling and cheesing and having a good time. So what is he giggling about? Let's get to it, because I don't see the comic book content. You know what I'm saying? I don't see this guy, talking about Marvel movies and stuff like that. What is this? Yeah, what is this? Huh?
Golly. Hold on, let me set this up for y'all. So y'all don't think I'm not making this up. I cannot make this up.
Hold up, let's slow it down a little bit because I want to hear what this is all about.
I like both of these dudes though, but listen to this.
Did y'all hear that? Quaker Grits is $20 million a year off black folks. Quaker Grits. Can I have your grit money for 1 year? Give me your grit money for 1 year, and I will build 10 schools across this country. Give me your grits. Give me your Quaker Grits. No more grits for 1 year. Can we sacrifice our grits for 1 year? Can we sacrifice the grits? If you give me the grits.
I want you to give me the comic book content. I don't want to hear this man begging for Quaker Grits money.
19 million on Quaker Grits. $19 million on Quaker Grits, black folk. If you give me your Quaker Grits, give me your grit money. I don't want your Louis bag money. I don't want your Mercedes money. I don't want your weave, perm, haircut, Ed Jordan, Timberland money. Give me your grits. We spend $19 million a year on grits, and I don't have enough money to renovate the Garvey building. I don't have enough money to renovate the Garvey building. And we spending $19 million on grits. Go to your Cash App, $FDMG School right now. Go to your Cash App, $FDMG School right now. Go to your Cash App and make a Labor Day donation to the future of black boys. $FDMG School. Get on your Cash App. Get on your Cash App. Go to your PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Make a Labor Day donation for the renovation of the Marcus Garvey building. Let's get it done. We got the architectural plans, but we ain't got enough money to pay the electrician and the HVAC and the fire alarm and the sprinkler company. Make a donation. Make a donation.
I'm just trying to figure out what was so damn funny. That man needed the Quaker Grits money. And my man over here just giggling and having a good time and tears coming out of his eyes. Instead of donating his Quaker Grits money, you know what I mean? He's reacted to the content. Oh, now all of a sudden he's a reactor. Reacted to this content. You know what I'm saying? Why he didn't give his Quaker Grits money? Huh? All he wanted was the grits. Why can't he have the grits? That's it. Why can't he have the grits?
All right. I don't want this to replay.
Did y'all hear?
I don't want this to replay.
All I'm saying, where's your stuff at, huh? Mr. Dre Mac Show? Huh? Where's your stuff? Where's the stuff at? Huh? I thought you were doing comic book content. But I did find this video where, he wants to explain who he was. Get to know.
Tell me parts. So
go get to know Dre Mac. You know what I'm saying? Let me get to the Dre Mackie. This is what they call him.
And again, welcome back to another episode of the Dre Mac Show. I'm just checking in with everybody.
What's up, Michelle Walker?
Defy Reflex.
The Village Brother, what's up?
What's going on, y'all? How you doing? And my homegirl Erica Rutherford, what's going on? Hey, today's episode is about me, because literally I will have people ask me, what is your podcast about? Why did you start this channel? Because now I'm on YouTube, so make sure that you like and subscribe.
I do sound a little
channel.
You sound a little different.
Oh, that's my son. Oh, that's my son. He's on. That's
my son always represents me. He's right there.
Proud dad moment, because my son is like, what's
now you want to bring his kids into it. I don't like it.
What's up, dad? That's a proud dad moment that makes me all all night.
Now he want to get y'all worked up. See, this is the grift. You see, he was on there with Dr. Umar and Kevin Samuels asking for grits money. Now all of a sudden he want to get to know why I do this. Don't grift now.
And gooey in my fleshy parts, but
pause.
But
pause.
People will ask me like, "Yo, why did you start a podcast?" You know what I'm saying? My man Christian McDonald is in the house. That's my guy, man. You kicking it, man. Get off of what I'm doing, man, and go kick it. You are having the time of your life.
Don't get all excited now. I'm talking about somebody else having the time of their life. Just get to the grifted.
Ever since August of 2017, and I'm well over 200 something videos and all of that. 200 something podcasts, actual podcasts. Well over 200 something podcasts. It's on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts.
Spotify. He think he's something because he on Google, podcasts, Amazon all this podcast, Spotify. You know what I'm saying? This guy sucks.
Heart Radio, Speaker Radio has all my podcasts from the day that I started till now. So that has all my podcasts. But one of the main reasons I wanted to do my podcast was the first reason I wanted to do something where Black people could be able to express themselves, where they can't be able to go to like a radio station or something like that to advertise, to do interviews. We're talking about interviews to either promote a business or to talk about a situation where you just don't have the spectrum to do it at. So
now you need a spectrum. So you were trying to create something for Black people, is what you're saying. You were trying to create a space, create your own thing, do your own business, so you can do interviews with Black people doing special things. The woke crowd. You were part of the woke crowd. Doing all that woke SJW stuff, talking about Black empowerment and stuff like that. Sounds like a grifter to me.
I decided, let me create something.
Now you want to be a creator.
My God-given talent to create something, and we could be able to have a place where we can talk about it. And
so you're saying Black people don't have a place where we can create something? We don't have a space somewhere where we could just talk about different ideas and stuff like that, all the way back in 2021, even though you said you started your podcast back in 2017 in August. You were trying to create something so you could be able to be a positive light in the community. Woke propaganda, that's what you do, is that wokey woke stuff, and we're not buying it, Mr. Grifter.
And the more and more I started doing my podcast, I was heavy into black empowerment and stuff like that. I started to evolve, and thanks to the coronavirus
coronavirus. I think I got coronavirus
because I don't want to get a strike from YouTube. But thanks to the virus in the pandemic, I was able to sit down and have an opportunity to expand my platform, and to be able to get a program like this through StreamYard, so we could be able to stream live
Maverick Defender
through StreamYard. And of course, with anything
he uses StreamYard. Typical woke propaganda using StreamYard. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. The man about to fall asleep while he's talking to y'all. You know what I mean? He about to fall completely asleep with his little Deadpool hat. You know what I'm saying? What do you think he into some nerd stuff? Got a Deadpool hat in one thing, Deadpool hat in another. Yeah, Now I'm not buying this wokey woke Black stuff.
Go through trial and error.
Don't like
but I wanted to give more of myself. So
that man beard dirty.
Like,
don't
what is it
Village,
about?
Brother.
Okay, it's about me. The thing is, I started my show, and I wanted to be able to expand more dynamics of me. So yes, you will hear me talk about relationships. We will talk about things that happen within Black people. Then you also will hear me talk about Marvel comics.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? You gonna talk about Marvel comics? Didn't you just wanted the grits money from Dr. Umar? Now all of a sudden you gonna expand to Marvel comics and DC comics? Well, nah. You was just grifting over there with the blackety black stuff. Don't come over in our space. You know what I mean? Don't come over in our space trying to invade the space. You know what I'm saying? With your dirty beard. I don't even like it. It's too long and it's dirty, and I bet you it smell like Funyuns.
Marvel TV shows, DC Comics, in 2021
culture
stuff.
Okay.
Because that's is about me. And I think what people don't understand is with shows like this is that a lot more of people's personalities are going to come out. And the more and more I started to know myself and know my demographic, know the type of impact that I'm trying to do, more of my personality comes out. And being honest with you, I'm a humongous nerd.
You look like a humongous nerd with them thick ass glasses on.
At the end of the day, too, I love Black history. I will talk about Black stuff all day long, and I can list down books and all of that. But if I'm not sitting up here talking about my Transformers, that more than meets the eye, I'm taking.
So he took his son's Transformer and showed it to y'all to say, look, I'm gonna prove that I'm a nerd. Here's my Transformer. More than meets the eye. Autobots rules it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to commercial break because I can't take a lot of this stuff. I gotta take a breather. I'll be right back because there's a lot of butter biscuiting going on. I'll be right back with more of the Dre Mac Show.
Hey y'all, I got a great new album in the mail today.
I don't like the way the honey sauce dripping on my chicken wings, my chicken wings. But I got the honey sauce, the honey sauce for your chicken wings, for your chicken wings. Yeah.
This is a fantastic album, man. Let me borrow it.
No, my brother. You've got to buy your own.
We now return to the Transformers.
I mean, this guy's over here talking about, look at my Transformer. Look at my Transformer. It's just terrible. He wanted Grift so bad, he went and grabbed a toy. You know what I'm saying? From his son's collection. Ain't my Transformer. I'm a nerd. Look at my glasses. Look how thick my beard is. I bet you there's honey sauce and butter biscuit juice everywhere. Let's keep going.
The way a lot of stuff from myself. So yes, I am a nerd. I am a humongous nerd. If you notice, every time that I do one of these shows, I probably got some nerd stuff on, like I got my Gremlin shirt on.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? I have my Deadpool hat on because I'm a humongous nerd.
So he got to say nerd 3 times. Wait, he say nerd 3 times, and Candy Nerd go pop out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at me! I got a hook that's made out of Legos. Oh, I'm a nerd. So wait, no matter how many times you say it, doesn't stop the fact that you was out here not doing nerd stuff. You was over here giggling and kikiing about Dr. Umar begging for grits money. Did y'all gonna donate y'all grits money? I mean, it's $19 million in Quaker grits. Can we just get the grits? I'm trying to get to school. I'm trying to make sure my man got that school going. Let's go.
Like that stuff. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why I like it.
What's up, Justice No? What's up, Xavier Phoenix?
Me personally.
Jay Ward, what's up?
I grew up poor, like a lot of people. I grew up in the system. You know, and this is the getting to know me part, so you guys can understand what I do.
See, this is what these grifters do. They tell you their story like, I was poor. You know what I mean? I was poor. I grew up poor. Feel bad about me. Now I'm a nerd. You wasn't poor when you was asking for the grits money.
Why I do it. I grew up in the system. So I was a kid who was a part of state custody when I was 15 months. And
he's telling a story.
I bounced around from different family to different family.
Joseph, no, don't listen to this guy.
So my stability was not that strong. You know, as far as someone growing up with 2 parents in the home or at least 1 parent at home, I had none of my parents in the home.
He's making you feel bad about it.
I grew up and was trying to find my way. And as a kid, one thing that I always gravitated towards was television, like any kid. So I grew up, my favorite show of all time.
How much y'all want to bet he say Knight Rider? How much you want to bet? Put your Quaker Grits money down right now. Pam, put your Quaker Grits money down right now if this man says Knight Rider. I guarantee you he'll say it. Watch. Because grifters love to get that emotional, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I'm going to pull back the nostalgia because y'all remember that. Especially if you're old. This dude's an old grifter. Watch. Watch what he say.
Times is Knight Rider.
I told you.
I will do my time.
I told you he was that dick. I told you. I know these grifters like the back of my hand. I swear. He trying to see what he's trying to do is soften the blow from asking for the Quakers grits money. You know what I'm saying? To now saying, yeah, see, I was around when Knight Rider was around because I'm old and I'm a nerd and look at my beard and my glasses. And I had a horrible childhood growing up. You know what I'm saying? So I gravitated towards Black history, but I like nerd stuff too. So if I ever grift, you already know what's going on. See, I'm trying to tell you, these grifters ain't grifters slick. They slick. They slick now.
Top 10 Knight Rider episodes, and I've been trying to do that for years now. But I am going to do my top 10 Knight Rider episodes.
And
my son knows because I try to watch Knight Rider, and he'd be like, "I'm not a kid anymore. I don't want to watch this." But still, Knight Rider. I got into the fantasy world of Knight Rider. Even as a kid, I swear to God, I thought that car really jumped. You know what I'm saying? Until I became an adult and be like, "Oh, okay, I understand special effects. I understand that it's fantasy." But I got involved in that fantasy world. I literally thought David Hasselhoff was my white daddy. So when I seen,
see now he won't see. He was always looking for a white daddy. White zaddy, huh? You want David Hasselhoff to come through the TV screen and be a white zaddy, huh, nerd?
When I seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and I seen
now he
Peter
got
Quill, his fantasy daddy was David Hasselhoff as Michael Knight. That was mine too. So I understood that.
Now he's trying to give you the grifter spill about, oh, look at me, I'm in there. Look, I watched this movie and it was nerdy, and then I fell for it too.
And to see someone tell a story where we come from different demographics, but we all have a common place. That's when I knew someone thinks just like me, and they're not the same color as me. You know. I got into, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Look. He's giving you. He was giving y'all all the stuff. Let's get this guy off the screen. Because he's giving you all the look. I was this. Look, I was that. I was a nerd. I like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He act like he got a whole thing of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the background of his room or something. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't got it. Like he got a shrine or something to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, look at me. I'm a nerd. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at me. I got on glasses. Nerd. You know what I'm saying? He was just asking for the grits money. He was just asking for grits. You know what I'm saying? Now, all of a sudden, he feels like he's empowered to ask y'all to listen to me, listen to my story. You know what I'm saying? Listen to my story. Not once did you see anything about comic books and all the stuff that these comic book show. Look at this. But he wanted a white zaddy, though. He wanted the white zaddy. See what I mean? You gotta watch these. You gotta watch these. These people are slick. This is the slick ones. You know what I'm saying? They switched up. He was like, no, I don't want to do this black stuff no more. We switch up, do comic books, and then put on glasses and T-shirts, you know what I'm saying? And all of that stuff that, look at me, look at my nerdism. Like, Guardians of the Galaxy. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you this dude, matter of fact, let's get to one more. Let's get to one more. Let's see if he ever did, any videos, that actually, did like a reaction video to something or whatever. Since he's so into all of this stuff, let's go back into the archives and see if he ever did anything as far as like a review or whatever or comic stuff. Since he's so nerdy, you know what I mean? Since he's so nerdy, oh, look at me, nerd, black nerd. I don't buy it. When was this? A Captain Marvel review? 6 years ago. That's 6 years ago. What is this? What date was this? This is 6 years ago. This guy decides to do, he had 75 views on this 6 years ago. Let's see what this guy's talking about before we wrap this up. This grifting crap. You know what I mean?
Hey guys.
Before we do that, Miss Roberta with the $10 super chat. I've seen it. I'm sending the delivery over to you with a full half gallon of blessed oil in a super soaker. Oh my Lord, have mercy. That is funny. That is. All right, Miss Roberta, you know I got you. That is hilarious. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I got you. Let me go find it. Let me go find it. Oh. Hold up.
You are truly amazing. Thank you for your super chat.
You wanna be my enemy.
All right, so let's do this guy does a review on Captain Marvel from 6 years ago. Let's see if he actually knows what the hell he's talking about, because nobody liked Captain Marvel. It sucked. No, I didn't actually like it. But anyway.
If you like what you hear in this video, make sure you give me a like, a share.
What is this Negro in the hallway? What is he? What is this?
And make sure you hit that little bell icon so you never miss out on another one of my videos. Now, one thing everybody's actually looking at right now as far as the Captain Marvel movie is the performance of Brie Larson. So today, what I'm going to do is take a little time and actually give my explanation on the performance of Brie Larson and why I think it was absolutely wonderful and vital to her character.
What? You're telling me that you 6 years ago made a positive video about the movie that most grifters hate because this is girl power, and you made something positive about Brie Larson? The grifting does not stop. The grifting just does not stop.
Now, the biggest gripe on Carol Danvers in this particular story is that how unemotionally she was. A lot of people compared her to the Terminator. One thing that I would actually say is that is exactly the way the character is. And if you really honestly think about it, if you were stolen by someone, your brain was absolutely wiped. And then you come to find out that the people that you've been hanging with, training you as a soldier, are really infiltrating you and just using you as a weapon, then kind of what would your attitude or your thought process be?
I know this Negro is not giving logic to Captain Marvel. What is going on?
And remember, young Rog and the rest of the Star Force was actually training her for combat. And one thing in the beginning of the movie, young Rog kept telling her, keep your emotions in check. Do not let your emotions get away from you. With a frustration that she started building because she started seeing her memories as things started being jogged in her dreams, she started to question what was going on. And anybody who ever seen any type of movie that a person has been under mind control, once you start breaking the mind control device, you start questioning and things start coming out, and frustration and anger starts to come out. Even when she was training at the beginning of the movie, you seen the anger and frustration come out because she knows that she's powerful. She knows that she can be great, and something inside of her is saying, hey, you know that you can defeat this guy, but yet he's telling you to keep your emotions in check. So that's something that you actually have to take into consideration with Carol Danvers and see what
this is. Okay, so this guy decides to break down a character throughout the character development of a movie. You're telling me that there's no mention of girl power, girl boss, any of that? He's actually taking a character, doing a character study on someone that a lot of people in the that love, that said they claim to say they love the MCU, does not like. But this grifter is over here talking about character development and breaking down the individuality of what the character went throughout the movie. Like he actually watched this movie. Let's continue to hear this, because it sounds like some bull crap.
A lot of people are getting really upset about is because we see a lot of these MCU movies, and a lot of these MCU movies now have our characters with so much of this brilliant type of Tony Stark type of personality where everybody's
Thank
kind of
you,
making a
Kevin.
joke and everybody's kind of lighthearted and everything. Well, if Carol Danvers is a captain for one, she's been training under Star Force. Do you think she's really going to be just spitting out one-liners? And I don't think that it was just Brie Larson's performance, is her trying to find her way, like I've heard with other film reviews or whatever. What I started to understand is that she was really playing the fish out of water. And what you really want with a fish out of water story is somebody who doesn't relate, who's going to sound kind of, well, I don't know. So I don't need to joke with you. I don't need to laugh with you. I mean, her and, the Samuel L. Jackson buddy cop type of thing it worked. It was absolutely awesome. And when she was kind of by herself, she was just trying to find herself. And I think that's one of the biggest criticisms of the movie, which actually in turn, when you rewatch it again.
So this guy turned around and watched Captain Marvel twice, gave a critique about the character, did a whole character study. Y'all don't see the grift? I think it's a grift.
Is going to be so understanding if you still understand where she's going to be at. And she's going to go with the Avengers and be able to, in the future movies, lead the Avengers. She's going to be more like Captain America. That's one of the things that I'm actually looking at, is that Captain America.
I think he like her, Damon.
Just kind of like him taking over in that captain role. One thing that I would kind of gripe me about the performance of Brie Larson that everybody was talking about was how unemotionally she was, which is kind of not true. It's just the emotions that you don't see every day. And especially things that go on with women, if you want to call this a feminist movie or not, is that sometimes
there we go.
You get frustrated. And
see, he's over here defending the feminists. He's over here defending the feminists. He's talking about if you want to call it feminist or not. We know that there was a girl boss movie. Just say it.
To fall into the category of I'm a soldier, I'm frustrated, I'm angry, I want to be great, and someone continues to hold me down. So one thing that you actually have to realize and actually have to take into consideration when you're looking at this character, go into the deeper portions of the character. And actually, Marvel's doing an awesome job because everybody keeps talking about it. And the more and more that you watch this movie, you're going to kind of understand she's frustrated. She has no idea what's going on. And then when she gets the idea, she's upset because something greater inside of her is telling her to be great while everyone else is telling her to fall. Personally, I absolutely love the movie. I had no problems with it. I would say this. Take a look. Don't listen to the internet. Go and look at it for yourself and look deeper into the actual character and kind of
look at the character,
a true understanding.
Look at the character. We don't got time to look at the character. We're watching the movie. I ain't got time to look at characters, buddy. Mister, I'm a nerd, man. Look at my Transformer. We ain't got no time to look at characters. We came here to watch a movie. And if the character doesn't leap out the screen to me and do some fantastic stuff, I don't care. I ain't got time for characters' emotions and stuff like that. I don't got time for that. Girl boss.
Of what it is for someone to have you down and to brainwash you and for you to finally get out of the change and break free. This is my kind of spoiler review of just Brie Larson's character. If you like my content, please like, share, and make sure that you share this content.
No, like, share, and share the content and like it. And subscribe.
And make sure that you guys hit me up.
Hit me up.
Social media platform at Dre
Nobody
Mac
would. Nobody want to talk to
you.
you.
At the Dre Mac Show on Facebook, on Spotify, and
Nobody
check out my
wants it.
podcast because I do a weekly podcast.
Who cares?
Every week. Thank you guys.
Oh, you do it. Oh, look at this guy, the Dre Mac Show.
And have a great and wonderful day.
The Dre Mac Show. Look at me. I'm the Dre Mac Show. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. I'm the Dre Mac Show. And you come look at my podcast. This is for anybody who ever tries to come to me talking about, oh, Dre never talked about this stuff. Dre never been about comic book movies and all of this stuff. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? He ain't really a blurred. He ain't really into this. Nah, big dog. If you ever decide to come to me, I got something for you. You can go through I always said this. I've been doing this so long now. You know what I'm saying? This is going on, this is my 8th year. Let me, hold on, wait a minute. Now I can't count. Yeah. It's my 8th year, doing podcasts, doing shows. I mean, you heard me from the past, you know what I'm saying, 6 years ago, talking about, and I didn't know anything about YouTube. I knew about, I did that on iMovies. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I knew nothing about YouTube then, because nobody would help me. You know what I'm saying? I would talk to back when E-Man didn't have the subscribers that he had. I would ask him how to, to be able to do that and all of that. And he didn't really kind of help me like that. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of like, hey man, I mean, he gave me some ideas, but it wasn't built like that, where I could be able to like hit him up and like, yo, bro, I need help. I need help with thumbnails, doing this, doing that. You know what I mean? I didn't. So a lot of that, and there was a lot of other stuff going on. Some factors that was going on in my personal life too, that kind of stopped that, because I just didn't know what I was doing. I was trying to find my footing, and then everything that was happening with George Floyd and all of that. And then I was going hella hard on that, on the George Floyd front, and not just that, but Philando Castile, all of that, because I went through that personally myself, which I will bring that story up when that date comes, so that will be a live stream where I tell my story of the time I was shot at by a cop and survived. You know what I mean? Where I changed my whole life, changed in 15 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So I would bring that up. But I wanted to do that in a funny kind of way, because this is what these grifters will go in to try to defame you and try to find any and everything that you can, to say you're not about this, you never was about this, you used to do this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? Look at what you're doing now. They will say stuff like that to try to defame you. But again, I've been doing this. This ain't nothing new. I've been doing this. Not at the volume. I did it more in the volume, that I did, but I've been doing this. It was just in spurts, and then once I got comfortable about myself, then I got really comfortable about talking about this, because I'm not gonna lie, being a black nerd and being of age, you're not supposed to buy toys. You're not supposed to buy this, that, and the other. What are you doing with all these, toys and comic books and arcades and video games or whatever? You too old. They tell you you're too old to do this. Why are you spending all your money on this? Why are you doing this, that, and the other? They tell you that. You know what I mean? They tell you that. But then when I go into my story, you got to understand, So that's when when I go hard at these grifters, they try to look at my catalog. What are you going to find? You're going to find me talking about black people need to actually work together, men and women in relationships, because that's what I talked about. Solutions, not bashing. Solutions, not bashing. Let me say that again. Solutions, not bashing. Talking about black men being accountable within themselves, especially around other black men, and stop, we can't get into the mode of hating, other black men because we're trying to do something. Yeah, I talked about that. What you going to do? Get mad at me for talking about black men need to be accountable to other black men and to uplift other black men instead of downing other black men because of what they have or who they associate themselves with, or try not to be so tough. Not be like Cameron and try to, make a badge of honor growing up from the gutter. That's not a badge of honor. That's crap that we've been through that was unfair to us because of the circumstances that we've been through. That's not a badge of honor. That's destruction of our mind from birth. You go get mad at me about that? You gonna get mad at me because every police shooting that I was seeing, there was not the accountability of the police department could have did something a little bit different to prevent what was going on. You gonna get mad at me about that? Go call me a SJW. Go call me, a part of the woke propaganda. Is this what you gonna tell me? Grifters? Is that what you gonna do? You gonna get mad at me because I was, I was doing this and say, or was telling my sister that I want to uplift you because you could be greater than what you think you are, that your body is just an asset, but your mind is the greatest thing that you could ever have. So just because you got a bad body doesn't mean anything if you're not utilizing your mind to become better, not only for us, but for what you're trying to create and what can be created out of you. You gonna get mad at me about that? You're going to get mad at me for telling the black community that we can be better. Just because we say Black Lives Matter, we also have to mean that when it's just us. Going to get mad at me about that? Oh, such as social justice warriors. If you want to know. So the grifters going to get mad at me about that? When they go back and try to find some dirt. Let me go get some dirt. Let me go get some dirt on Dre Mac. Let me go figure out what Dre Mac is. Oh, I was laughing at Dr. Umar because I don't think he still got a school up. And I was laughing years ago about Dr. Umar. You gonna get mad at me about that? See, there's nothing that you can say that I can't say about myself because I've been about my people. I've been about this comic book space. I've been about this bird action. This is nothing. This is the easy part. The hard part is allowing y'all to understand why I go so hard on this. That's the hard part. I don't think y'all ready for that conversation.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
All right. So I did this as a parody. It's fun. Making fun of myself because can't nobody do it like me. Can't nobody do it like me. And if anybody ever tries to come to me, I'll beat you to the punch. I literally had somebody in my inbox yesterday because of the conversation that we had about Rob. And then we talked about Fantastic Four's numbers, say, it was about the statement that I made. I'm like, what state? What are you talking about? Dude, that's just disingenuous. Is that the only word that you guys know to try to shame someone? And then you can't even tell me what's disingenuous about what I said? Come on. We got to do a little bit better. Got to do a little bit better. But anyway, like I said, I wanted y'all to know that I don't take myself so seriously. Even though you see my voice got better as we went along or whatever, I don't take myself seriously. Like so seriously that I can't have fun. So seriously that I get all in my feelings. Everything that I do, especially on this on this show, I try to come from a logical standpoint. I try my damnness, and I will tell you, I'm almost in my feelings. And because of this, because I learned how to express myself. I learned how to talk in a way for you guys to understand after all of this growth that I done had over the years, over the last 8 years, from doing a couple of a total of 4 appearances on the radio locally in Kansas City to, I can't get on the radio. Let me create my own radio show. Let me create my own podcast. Well, podcast wasn't nowhere near as popular as it is now amongst black people. You know what I'm saying? Let me create a space. I was telling myself that then. I was manifesting my future then. So the only thing I ask you guys to do, speak it and manifest what you need to do for you. Learn your purpose, ladies and gentlemen. Speak it into existence. The Most High gonna hear you when you speak it into existence. And it's gonna come but make sure that you prepare for what you ask for, because I'm trying to tell you, this could be one of the hardest journeys, or any journey that is for your purpose. It's a hard journey, but I'm trying to tell you it is well worth it. So get into your purpose today. Manifest your purpose today by giving me your Quaker grits. Give me your grit money. Give me your grit money. All right, let me get up out of here. All you guys that came in. Let me just do it before you guys go. Before we go. This weekend, this weekend, I mean this Friday will be the last. I'm making this announcement now. This is the last week of Death Battle Fridays. It's the last week of Death Battle Fridays. Death Battle Friday reactions. The numbers are not there. You know, you guys are not coming in. You like the reaction videos that I'm doing. So what we're going to do on Fridays going forward is we're going to have a call-in show. We're going to have a smoke show. Because sometimes I do reaction videos, and sometimes we're going to do a reaction, and then I'm going to have you guys, and shout out to Toria because it's something that Toria does. I've been thinking about this for a while. And then there's just Dre Mac Reacts. Shout out to my homegirl, Tiffany, who said this 2 years ago. You should do Dre Mac Reacts. Dre Mac Reacts. Do Dre Mac Reacts. And I'm trying to tell you, when people speak it more than once, I'm trying to tell you. So we're going to do a reaction, and then I'm going to have you guys, set up the StreamYard. The only thing that I ask when we do I know you like the death battles, but there's nobody watching. And more people watch my reaction video. More people react to what I'm talking about as far as like this comic space and stuff like that, more than they do the death battle, even though I love doing the death battle. Trust me, I do. But I have to justify the analytics. And again, this is all about growth. And when you're growing in a space, you got to be able to trim the fat, you know what I'm saying, somewhere. And the Death Battle Fridays is a way for me to trim the fat, because a lot of people on this that watch this channel is not watching that. So we're going to do a reaction video, you know what I mean, to something that's either on. We're going to do a reaction video in the space, you know what I'm saying? And then we're going to talk about it. But I'm have you guys call in through StreamYard. Only thing I ask is to have a set of headphones, you know what I'm saying, and keep the conversation under 2 minutes. That's it. But we're gonna have the Dre Mac React Smoke section. We're gonna have a theme, whatever we talking about that day, and then you guys is going to tell me what you guys think. That's what we're gonna do. So that makes it more interactive with you guys. I get to actually hear from a lot of you guys. I know Torian was talking about me doing this a long time ago. I did have some people like, I wish I could get in. I wish I could get in. I wish I could get in. And I just didn't have the time. Now I feel like I got the time on Fridays to dedicate that to you guys. And that helps me interact with you guys more. Torian has built a humongous platform with that. And I've been on his show, and he's a great inspiration for this. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do, because I want to hear from you guys. So that's what's going to that's what it's going to be on Fridays after this Friday here. Unless it's like Bel Air Fridays, where we was doing Bel Air Fridays. I don't know when Peacemaker comes out. I don't think it's on a Friday. So I got to find out. But we're gonna continue to talk about this a lot more as the week goes along. But I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. Bear with me at the beginning where my voice was trash. Finally, the tea kicked in. The honey biscuits, the honey sauce kicked in from the butter biscuit. My mama biscuits kicked in, and now I'm good. But again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'm gonna holler at you guys later. Peace and Vibe higher, man. And before you go, please do not forget to thumbs up and give me your grit money. Because I need to make this school, y'all. Give me your Quaker grits. But I gotta go.
Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over?
What?
Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.